With the return of Russell T Davies to Doctor Who franchise, many fans had originally had a lot of hope out there that things were going to get better, and then we might actually see a little bit of a refreshment and see a resurgence of the Doctor Who brand, much what we saw in the mid-2000s when New Who came in and took over with the return of Russell T Davies to the show, going out there and relaunching it into something completely and totally, well, a little bit different, a little more new, a little more updated, and a lot of the fans really took favor with it and really seemed to enjoy it. So when Russell T Davies was announced as coming back to Doctor Who, a lot of people were excited and a lot of things were going forward as to thinking that would be well done and we'd actually get good quality Doctor Who again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, whether you enjoy the new direction of Doctor Who or not, you cannot deny that the fans are not, it is not going very well with them at all. And well, the latest virtue signal that they got to go out there and push, that a lot of the media is going out there pushing more of the woke agenda inside of Doctor Who, because Russell T Davies has flat out said he has no problem going out there and pushing his agenda directly into Doctor Who and not concentrating on storytelling in any way, shape, or form. Well, the results of that have been an absolutely disastrous dumpster fire, seeing some of the lowest ratings and actually the lowest ratings in Doctor Who history out there, surpassing records that have not been beat for literally over 40 years. Well, we know this, of course, pleases a lot of the legacy media out there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, because now out there with Russell T Davies out there pushing his agenda of turning Doctor Who into something that represents more his personal life than the sci-fi television series that so many of us knew and loved, is now backfiring, because the latest edition of the Neo Doctor Who, the Disney Doctor Who that Russell T Davies is now a part of and, of course, show running for, is now being lauded as, from here, this lovely headline from Deadline from just a couple of days ago, Doctor Who makes history with Time Lord's first romantic same-sex kiss in 60-year history. Except, boys and girls, as any long-term Who fans would know, New Who actually did this first, because of course we had this happen a couple of different times in Doctor Who, and it did not take long for all of the real Who fans out there to come out there and show this as well. And if you are a fan of New Who, starting off with our dear sweet Eccleston and running all the way through our dear wonderful Peter Capaldi, then join us every Sunday night at 7 p.m. where you can watch us review when Who was good, and you would know, anybody who had actually watched Doctor Who for any length of time, even if you only watched New Who and didn't go back and watch Classic Who, would know that this complete and total headline is an absolute falsification and a lie. And so I'm sorry, Carolyn Frost. Either someone was lying to you or you're clearly not a Doctor Who fan. So it did not take long at all for Community Notes to push back and call all this nonsense out for exactly what it is. Complete and total BS. The first on-screen same-sex kiss happened in 2005, the parting of the ways, because of course Captain Jack could not let the Doctor go without a little smoosy smooch before leaving, of course, the TARDIS. There have been several times since: Deep Breath 2014, The Doctor Falls 2017, and Praxis 2020. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, several different times. So once again, a virtue signal fail. And how is this virtue signal going over with the fans? Well, after the lovely little bump that they had from the exclusive episode that was all about the new Ruby Rose companion, well, things were right back in the toilet as the new Neo Doctor, Nakuti Gatwa, good old Shooty out there, came and returned. The ratings went right back in the toilet. And of course, the virtue signal has failed once again, because now the ratings are even more abysmal than what they were before, because now we have the second lowest ratings of all time. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this article from cosmicbook.news. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe and or follow if you haven't already, depending on what platform you're on, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know exactly what you think about this, and let me know if you're watching this on the live stream, what you think about all of this in the chat, and if any of this is surprising to you whatsoever. So, Doctor Who Gay Kiss episode is the second lowest ratings of all time. ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Cosmic Book News for being right on top of this and keeping us going with all of the relevant news that gives us the ability to roast, make shame great again, and remind Russell T Davies that at this point, I don't think he was ever actually the genius behind what was the resurgence of New Who and it being successful as it was. I think he was just the name and we actually just lived upon the shoulders of much better creators. At the end of the day, the era coming after that was much better in this humble Whovian's opinion as well. So fans keep turning off the series, which features Ncuti Gatwa as the new Time Lord with Russell T Davies back as the showrunner. Oh, Ncuti. The latest episode of Doctor Who, featuring the show's first ever gay kiss, is the second lowest rated episode of the entire 60-year history of the series. And of course, even Cosmic Book News has got it wrong because we all know it's not the first gay kiss. But you know what? Cosmic Book News is just running probably with the headline of everybody else. The overnight UK Systems reports Rogue, featuring a same-sex kiss between actors Ncuti Gatwa and Jonathan Groff, was watched by only 2.11 million viewers. And once again, just like, you know what? It was probably not this person over here, Carolyn Frost, was probably not the person that knew about this and was probably just given an assignment at the exact same time. I don't expect the people writing these articles to be exact experts on everything. As always, I am just your humble common nerd, and I'm not an expert on any of this stuff either. I just do my best to try to know as much as I can and report factual information on you, but I am a little bit of a Whovian. I do know a thing or two about this, so I will gladly call out and correct Cosmic Book News just like we do the legacy media, because if we don't keep our own side in check, then we will become no better than them. So the previous episode was watched by only 2.12 million viewers, and until this episode was the second lowest rated episode in the entire history of Doctor Who. So boys and girls, it is right back on the decline. The absolutely gorgeous actress that plays Ruby Rose was not enough to keep things going. The lowest rated episode in the 60-year history of Doctor Who belongs to this series' episode 3 with only 2.04 million views. The highest represented episode of this season belongs to the recent episode featuring Millie Alcock, which, whoo-hoo, that lady is smoking hot, where the Doctor disappeared for the episode, which saw more than 500,000 viewers turn in than the previous episode. Color a shock there when you don't have Ncuti Gatwa in the episode, being all of his flamboyant nonsense, all of the parts that people can't stand. More people actually show up to the episode. How pathetic is that, ladies and gentlemen? So the details for the gay kiss include the episode took place in the year 1813, where Ncuti Gatwa Doctor, who teamed up with a bounty hunter, Rogue, played by Jonathan Groff, who was also known for Mindhunter and The Matrix Resurrections. Oh, God, that's not something I'd put on any of my resumes ever. Well, the Doctor and Rogue didn't get along at first. Oh, color us shocked. It's the typical little, oh, well, they don't get along, but they're going to fall in love later, because you actually find out the brutish brute is just da-da-da-da. Tell me this isn't the exact same hetero story we've seen done time and time again with just gay characters inserted into it. Can't we get anything original? Oh, no, they don't have that. And Russell T Davies doesn't have a creative bone left in his body, if he ever actually had one to begin with. Well, the Doctor and Rogue didn't get along first, but teamed up to fight the shape-shifting Chudlers. So throughout the episode, they flirted with each other. Oh, color us shocked there. And then at the Regency Ball, shocked the guest with a same-sex ballroom dancing, where Rogue sacrificed himself to save the world, but not before giving the Doctor a goodbye kiss. Oh, yes, you hero. Oh, you wonderful man, you. I'm sure the Doctor will be thinking about you for lifetimes. This is stupid, this is cheesy, and it's not even original writing. You know, even if you're okay with all of the new direction that Russell T Davies is taking the show in and it all being gay, 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 you can't deny that this is just boring and lazy at this point. As can be seen below by the ratings, fans haven't responded to the new series and have turned it off. It's also thought that the new Doctor Who isn't doing well on Disney Plus, as none of the episodes have made the Nielsen's ratings charts. Color us shocked there. Samba TV also hasn't reported on any of the numbers, likely at the request of Disney, who is also an investor in the company, which also suggests that the viewership is really low. Because guess what? If the viewership was good for them with their new woke agenda in Disney Doctor Who, then they would be shouting this from the rooftops and they would be trying to rub it in every one of our faces. Yet guess what, boys and girls? It's strangely nothing more than crickets from Disney Doctor Who. I wonder why. Bob Iger, you invested hundreds of millions of dollars in this show to acquire the rights to produce it and stream it. Shouldn't you be touting how successful it is to all of your investors out there? I wonder why you're not. The Rotten Tomatoes audience score is also at a 34%. Color as shocked there. Worth a mention is The Kiss comes during Pride Month. Friends of Ace. This is going to be so incredible for so many younger fans to see. This is normal. This is life, love, and happiness. This is their hero. This is Pride. Hashtag Doctor Who. Once again, the old adage of go woke, go broke is proven true. Just like it's been proven true with Bud Light, just like it's been proven with the video game, true with the video game industry, just like it's been proven true with Hollywood time and time again, it is now proven true for Doctor Who. Once again, Disney has invested hundreds of millions of dollars to acquire a franchise and to produce a franchise to push their woke agenda and absolutely fail miserably in the entire process. You get what you deserve. Go woke, go broke. Everything Disney touches turns to dust, and Disney's Neo Doctor Who is just another example of the agenda being the storytelling being sacrificed in order to push an agenda, and it fails time and time again. The fans will continue to reject this. The viewing numbers will continue to go down. They will continue to push more of this kind of nonsense, and they will fail miserably. The only hope Doctor Who ever has whatsoever is for the Walt Disney Company to go completely and totally bankrupt and start selling off IPs and release the rights to Doctor Who back into fans who actually love it. Can't say the BBC would be any better handlers at this point right now, but even they did not allow the kind of insanity that we currently see going on with the side of Disney's Doctor Who. And Russell T Davies, once who we thought would be the savior of Doctor Who, course correcting things and returning it back to its proper form, has flat out said time and time again that it will be all queer agenda all the time going forward. And this is just the latest example of that. And it is just more proof that the fans will simply continue to reject this. Disney Doctor Who will continue to fail, and it's all Russell T Davies' fault. You took the money, you enjoyed putting your personal life in ahead of good quality storytelling, and now you're failing. Enjoy telling all of us fans who didn't like your new queer direction to go off and bother not watching it, because clearly we are not. Burn, Disney Doctor Who, burn.